In today's video, we are going to do a 5 to 6 minute thoracic spine release. So I love opening up the thoracic spine because I think it really helps relieve a lot of tension in your back or your neck, especially if you're having a lot of neck or cervical spine pain or lower back SI joint pain. Now, a lot of people forget to think about releasing or opening up your thoracic spine. Now, a lot of times when you're having pain, usually the problem is in the neighboring areas. So if you are having neck pain or lower back pain, usually I find people have very restricted thoracic spines and rib cages. So this is why I love to work on this mid area. So we're going to do about 5 to 6 different stretches and exercises to help open up the mid back. All right, so we're first going to start on our hands and knees, and we're going to go into a puppy pose. You're going to drop your chest toward the ground, you're going to stick your butt up towards the sky, and you're going to feel a nice stretch in your mid back. Now you really want to think about dropping your mid back towards the ground, and you want to get into that thoracic extension. We're going to hold that for about a few seconds. Now if that's too much for you, you can drop onto your elbows. But you really want to think about getting your butt into the air, feeling that nice stretch. Great, you're going to walk your hands up. We're going to go into a very gentle cat-cow. So we're going to arch your back, look up, round your back, look down, rounding the tailbone. Okay, we'll do about 10 rounds of that, and then we'll move on to the next one. Great, we're going to have you grab a yoga block. You are going to place one arm onto the ground. You're going to put your other hand on the yoga block, and you're going to think about trying to straighten this arm as you rotate your trunk one direction. Now you want to think about rotating and isolating only in your thoracic spine. So you don't want to side bend or lean to the opposite side. You want to think about your, like a Costco chicken, rotating on its skewer. Good. We'll have you hold each rep for about 5 seconds. This one feels really good because I think it really isolates your mid back. And it's one of my go-to stretches. Good. And now we'll do the other side. So we'll have you on your elbow, other hand on the yoga block, and we'll straighten that arm as we rotate. If you want more of a stretch, think about that elbow that's on the yoga mat. You want to think about pushing your elbow into the ground and a little bit laterally. That will help you get a greater stretch in your thoracic spine. Awesome. So that is the yoga block one. Now we're going to go into mermaid. So mermaid is kind of like 90-90. One leg is in hip internal rotation, the other leg is in hip external rotation. We are just going to rotate our trunk and reach forward. Really think about squaring our shoulders to the ground, rotating our ribs so that it's parallel to the mat. And we're going to hold that for a little bit. Feeling a nice stretch in that rib cage. You might even feel a nice stretch in that glute on this side. Nice. And then we're going to switch and do the other side. Again, feeling a nice stretch in the rib cage. We should be able to have 90 degrees of rotation throughout our spine without moving at our pelvis or our hips. And that's actually really hard for a lot of people. So improving your thoracic rotation can relieve a lot of other issues like pelvic floor issues, incontinence, prolapse, constipation. It can help with improving your colon motility, neck, back pain, shoulder pain, improving your shoulder range of motion. There's so many things that improve when you work on your thoracic mobility. Nice. Now we're going to go back to the other side again, and we're going to do some rotations. You're going to have your hand about the alignment of your hip, And you're going to take the other hand and you're going to do like a thread the needle, thinking about rotating from your ribs. You can open up and then rotate again. We'll do about 3 and then switch sides. Hand here, rotate. Open up and rotate. Awesome. Now we're going to go back to just sitting like so. We're just going to do some gentle thoracic swings. Now, this is something you can easily do when you're sitting at work. Like, let's say if you're typing all day, you can just gently just rotate your trunk. Even this can help hydrate your tissues, your fascia, your muscles, and just open up a lot of restricted areas. Great, so that's the end of our 5-minute routine. I hope that was helpful. Even if you don't have time to do all of these different stretches, if you can pick just a few to do throughout the day, that's better than just sitting all day without moving. And our body really desires and wants a lot of mobility in all planes of motion. So if we are sitting at our computers like this all day and we're in this slouch position, our body really desires other planes of motion, whether that's side bending or rotation. So try to think about ways you can move in different planes of motion so that your body is well nourished. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below, or if you would like specific videos that you'd like me to make, please let me know in the comments.